Hi everyone, welcome to the 135th episode of Dave's Bonsai. So the episode is all cut, edited, filmed, put together. My two stepsons make an appearance in the video. I can't wait to show you that in a moment. But first I want to share a couple of things. This is episode 135. For the past 3 years I've been bringing Dave's Bonsai to everybody, and I just want to thank you, the viewers, all of you, for hanging around, clicking like, subscribing, telling your friends about the channel. And while you are watching this, or soon after this is published, I will be at 1,000 subscribed users. As of the recording of this message right now, I'm at 990. Super excited. When I would joke around with my son years ago about being on YouTube, we've got him on film like at 8 years old wanting to be on YouTube. Turns out his dad's on YouTube right now. And I'm approaching 1,000 viewers, 1,000 subscribed viewers, I should say. And I'm just humbled by that and just love that. I am sharing my bonsai journey, and I'm just glad that some people enjoy watching it and hopefully learn a few things along the way through my successes and my failures. So I'm going to talk about a failure here real quick because I want to own up to something that I feel really horrible about. And it happened a couple episodes ago, and it was my fertilization episode. And almost all the information in that video is okay. However, there is one statement at the end that says you can't over fertilize, or it's hard to over fertilize, and that's just not true. If you have chemical fertilization and you don't dilute it enough and have small enough tea bags or spread it out thin enough, you can do some serious damage to your trees. And now I have learned the hard way. So because I still have the tendency to move too fast and want results, or just want to get to the next thing or make another video, I fail to stop and think and do things the right way. So I bought some fertilizer that was 10-10-10, and I've had mostly organic, but this was not organic. And if we're not using organic and you put that in tea bags and load it up like I did on some of my trees in that episode, you're going to do this to your trees. So this is a Wigalia that's been a super slow grower, blooms twice a year, starting to get some really gnarly trunk at the bottom. It's just a really odd shaped tree. And I just was hoping that it was going to keep growing, and it looks old even though it's so small and tiny and only a few years old. So it's got some great characteristics of bonsai. But as you can see, it's completely defoliated because of over-fertilization. So if you put a little Osmocote on this, like I did earlier in the year, the tree was just fine. When I put a tea bag on here, within a day or two, I noticed change to my tree, within a day or two. Let's show you another tree. One of my spireas has some really cool, a nice live vein right here and a dead part right here. So this is kind of a live vein like on a pine tree, on a juniper. It's kind of cool. It's got some movement to it. And the spirea, now it's not dead quite yet, but I think it's going to be a goner. Super bummed about that one. And then I have a couple of berry trees, a winter type berry or Jim Dandy berry. This one has some scar marks from wire. We're starting to grow some new shoots this year. I was starting to see some back budding and some new shoots, and as you can see, there's still life to this tree, but it's really struggling. Now, some of the trees that I put some of these tea bags on, they recovered quite well when I took the tea bags off. And we've had about 3 inches of rain since I put these tea bags on. So I'm getting some of that flushing out of what was too much fertilizer. So all that rain is flushing through, and this is a key emphasis, to have well-drained soil. Super important in bonsai, right? So all the rocks and the lava, the pumice, the akadama that I use provides good drainage. So all of this rain we've had in the last couple days in Minnesota has saved a lot of my trees. So I'm so grateful for that. So it's leached out all that extra fertilizer. I think now we're getting some recovery, and I probably lost a half a dozen trees though, if not a couple more than that. None of my major ones yet, but still trees that make you kind of bummed that you lose them. So please be careful when you fertilizer, and if you're using organic fertilizer, the stuff that's smelling like poop and fish emulsion, and when I put that in tea bags, I have never had a problem with them being too puffy. And if you watch that episode again, you'll see my old tea bags are super puffy, super full. I put a whole bunch more in those tea bags than in the newest tea bags. But I was using a fertilizer I'd never used before. I just didn't take my time and do it the right way. I've also done some research, and people were on the internet talking about chlorine content in some of these chemical fertilizers. That can kill your trees too. Too much chlorine and too much, what happens, from what I understand, what I just learned, is that the salt content with some of these fertilizers is just sucking up all the moisture, but it's not allowing the roots to suck up the moisture. So it was something I learned in the process, that anything that has too much of the sodium, salt, the chloride in a fertilizer. So be very careful if there's any numbers on a fertilizer bag that shows that as well, and do some research, because I am nowhere near completely understanding this yet. But when I've used Dr. Good Earth a lot, and that has never steered me wrong. So I've gone back to Dr. Good Earth, and I'm getting some in the mail tomorrow for reapplication. So my sincere apologies if you or anybody out there used too much chemical fertilizer and anything happened to your trees. I'd feel horrible. I've lost some sleep because of this, and this is why I just wanted to share this on the channel. So that was kind of the somber news. The exciting news is 135 episodes. Super pumped about that. I think I did about 100 of them this year. Maybe not quite that many. It's been a very busy year, and I've had a blast doing them. I certainly enjoy doing them. And I want the comments to keep coming in, and all the questions, and why would you do that, and why did you do that? And I'm learning so much from all the people out there that have taken the time to give me not just a like, thumbs up, but to write a comment. With that in mind, I want to send out a great big shout out to Nigel Saunders from the Bonsai Zone. I had the chance to chat with Nigel Saunders a couple weeks ago with an interview style, and I'm going to be putting that on an upcoming podcast. So stay tuned for a podcast that you'll be able to listen to with some various people growing bonsai trees in the upper Midwest and Canada with Nigel, and how we grow bonsai in the cold climates, how we can adjust to that. And I hope everybody can get something out of those. And those podcasts will be starting late fall, early winter. When we're kind of stuck in our houses and don't have as much work to do, right? So I'm hoping I can get those podcasts going, and Nigel was such a great gentleman in providing some great insights. We had a great conversation, and he supported my channel from very early on, and I just want to thank Nigel for all his words of encouragement. And if you want to check out some great bonsai stuff, go to Nigel Saunders in the Bonsai Zone, and he's a superstar. If you haven't seen him already, 181,000 subscribers to his channel. But he loves what he does, and his sheer passion for bonsai and what he does keeps me motivated to share my passion, because I just love to share bonsai information and watch in progress, show the progress of the trees. So more of that coming up as well. So thanks again to everybody for watching. Make sure you're careful with your fertilizer. And so now, why don't we go ahead and we move along with episode 135. I had a little fun with the kids. I started the project on my own, but as you'll see, I needed some help pretty quick in. Enjoy. Hi everyone, welcome to Dave's Bonsai. On today's episode, Lego Bonsai. So this past Christmas, which was already 8 months ago, I got the bonsai tree Lego variety from my two stepchildren. They have a high interest in Legos, have been working on Legos for all of their lives, and they thought this would be something that I would enjoy. So being as it's been a really rainy 12 hours here in Minnesota, the most rain we've gotten here in a long time, all summer long, it's wet and soupy outside, the sun still hasn't come out, so it's time to tackle the Lego bonsai. So let's open it up and get to work. That's a lot of pouches. All right, I gotta have my guide here, picture. I'm a very picture-oriented person. They even wrapped the manual. That seems a little excessive in the plastic. But here we go. This is like a mini book. So the first thing I'm going to do is organize the bags to numbers. There we go. We have 1. We have 2. We have 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then this miscellaneous little strap here. I wonder what that's going to be used for. All right. I'm assuming I'm going to start with number 1, but let's double check. So, Lego has not given me anything to put this together. No affiliation with it. This was a gift from the kids, but I wanted to say how cool this botanical collection bonsai tree is. The Lego group working to build a more sustainable future for children. Currently, more than 80 Lego elements, including trees, leaves, and bushes, here it is right here, are made from plant-based plastic, produced using sustainable sourced sugarcane plants from plants. These elements represent the first steps of a bigger mission to make Lego blocks from sustainable sources by 2030. You have to appreciate a company that's putting effort there into being sustainable. So this is super awesome. So it's giving me some pictures here. Bags 1, 2, and 3 will be the stand and the main trunk of the tree. And then 4 will be the green leaves, 5 will be all the flowers, and 6 will be the bottom stand that holds the pot. First steps will be pot and yeah. All right. So we need to make the pot and the trunk of the tree. Steps 1, 2, and 3. Bag number 1 is complete. I have 2 extra pieces parts, and I think this is a Lego tool for help getting stuff out and push. Yeah, I should ask my 2 kids about that. There we have our bonsai pot. Bag number 2. Ooh, that one almost got away from me. And again, a bag within a bag. I'm going to keep these separate just in case. Wow. That's a lot of little pieces and a lot of big pieces. We are going to construct the trunk of the tree. I'm on step number 25 on bag number 2 only, and so it's good that I've acquired some help. I got the little ones who are gonna really get this thing going. So I need 2 of those. You see, you got those? Did you already search those out?
Got one.
And they go on the bottom of that thing. Oh my gosh! Now how do you tell how that's going on the bottom there?
Oh wow.
2 of them on the bottom.
Oh wait, that's actually a little one right
There.
here.
No?
No.
Okay, Michael, we gotta find all of these now. These corner pieces. Find those corner pieces.
Got it.
There's 1 of each of those. And then there's 1 of these. Okay, did that go on there? All right. 1 of those. here. Here we go. All right. Is that the end of number 2? Step number 3 is to open up all the pebbles. It's the bonsai soil. So this will be really quick. This will be the easiest process probably of the whole tree.
Not really though.
Not necessarily though, right? Because it's going to spill everywhere, right?
Probably should get a container.
For underneath?
Yeah.
All right, we'll get a container. Let me see here. What do I got?
Should I finish? Oh no, there's too many raisins.
Now, hold on a second. Our container.
That box right there. Not your hole this time.
Okay.
There you go.
Bonsai soil.
Come on, dude.
All right, awesome.
God, there's a lot more.
And there's a whole other group of colors in there. Now you got the pumice and the akadama coming in, or something.
Got one so far.
All right. Oop, I got one.
And you got really close to losing one.
All right, so I'm gonna move the box now. Step number 3 has the rocks all in place. We're ready for bag number 4. We have to decide if we're gonna make green or the pink and reddish color. But of course we definitely do need the stand for the pot to go on. So
You do the stand first?
let's make the stand first. We have the pot with the trunk, and we have the stand. So let's put the tree on the stand, see what it looks like. That'll be movable because it's a smooth surface. Nice. Now we have to decide what color we want to do. Green or pink? What's the votes? Michael, what do you think?
Let's try green first.
Green? What do you think, Jake?
I'm gonna go pink actually.
Really? Ooh.
Pink, there's all those little frogs. Wait.
I think we're going to start off with green so it looks like a typical green bonsai tree first. Let's go with number 4 and do the green one. Branches of the tree.
Oh, I see it. You go like...
Yeah, one goes there, one goes here, one goes there. So let me put one on. You put one on, and you put one on.
I'm gonna do the furthest one away.
I suppose you could change these at any time. Okay, there's 2.
And 3, that's pretty good.
And 3.
There you go.
Alright.
That's actually the finished project. It's not.
No, we have these little feet on them now.
33.
33 of these guys. And they go...
10, and then 10 little dots.
That's these little dots.
Oh god.
Alright, so if we have this in the middle...
I think you can just chuck them on there.
Well, I'm sure you can design it any way you want, right? In a way, but
So,
what do they say to do? Like,
let's just do one thing at a time, I guess. Oh god, this is... I'm gonna walk around the entire house. I'll do the flower thingies. I bet if I run around the entire house for you guys. I'll do the little single, slowly walk dot things. It's a very squeaky chair.
looks like the flowers go...
There.
Yeah, and this one goes up here, I think.
Okay, number 5 is more complicated. Because number 5 is way more complicated. Yeah. Not really complicated, but just
tedious.
long. We're not at baseball practice, Jake. Why? Because I said so. Why? Why can't it be a baseball? I'm angry. Hangry.
How many of those do we have? Only 10, huh?
Yep. Only 10.
So we don't have enough
10
for all of
of
these flowers by any
Do
stretch.
we?
Well, I just put on 1, 2.
How many do you need per?
Well, it looks like there's a. Oh,
Wow,
I see this.
that's a lot of like flowers.
I don't know, because the flower seems to, the big petal seems to go here on the tip, or no, on the side here. Boom. That seems to go there. But this is probably where you can create your own bonsai, I suppose. I suppose these can go almost anywhere there's a bump.
Can you put them even down the tree? Oh yeah, I think you can put them even down the tree. No, I mean we don't need to. Nice and lush. You don't want little frogs in your trees? Probably 3 per. I'm good with that. 3 per leaf or something.
Yeah, 3 per leaf structure here. Is that what you're saying? Like,
That means that would be 3 times 3 equals 99.
no,
that's-
3 times 3 is 9, and 9 times 3 is 27 of these, and there's 33 of them. So
I got a big brain. 3 times 9 equals 9. My God said 3 times 10 equals 30. So you need 11 on each. You need 11 on each slice. I'm just kidding.
yeah,
11 on each big flower. Can you fit them on those?
I think you can fit them everywhere. Again, it's just where you decide to put them, to be honest. Some are hidden. You can replace them and move them around. I got 3, I got 3, I got 3, 3. There's 5 on this one. So I could put this one. Oh, there's 3 down there too.
On some there's gonna have to be
3
like
on
5
that.
because
3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we need like 2 extra ones on each cluster. So there, and 1 on this one, and then if you're somewhere on there, oh, there's this one up here though too. You can put a whole bunch on that one, I suppose. Either way, put on that tip one so it comes up towards. Yeah, do that one. We saved the color for maybe another rainy day, but we have our stand, we have our pot, and we have our foliage all specifically decorated. And there we have our Lego bonsai. Awesome. Now in real time, this took about an hour plus. In video time, much less. Big thanks to Jacob. Big thanks to Michael. Awesome. I don't think I could have done it without him because my eyes can't see all the little pieces parts on the brown versus dark brown and the, oh my gosh, and some of them I just didn't even get. The Lego minds, they knew instantly without even really looking at the direction. So let's spin this around for you. Let's give you a nice little spin. We'll see the other side of the tree. There we go. And we'll keep the spin going. And we can move trees up, down, any way we desire to enhance the beauty of this tree. I think we can even spin this way. We can spin this way. Let's go back this way so it's down. And this one can go. And we'll leave it where it is. There we go. Lego bonsai. And you know what? People say in bonsai, you're never done with bonsai until they die. We will never be done with this bonsai because it'll never die. It'll continue to live for eternity. On the next episode, we'll maybe add some pink frogs. These are actually shaped like frogs. We'll make a pink and white flowery bonsai. But for another episode, I'm Dave Weiss. Click like, hit subscribe. We'll go back to some real trees on the next episode, I'm sure. Take care of you, take care of your bonsai, and we'll catch you next time.